they're set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
That catch good for only a couple. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale.
56. Right there. 56.
Now Murray off play action. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Cardinals! Rondale Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the right side, this is Miller. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray now. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On first down, Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go play action now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They run it with Carson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back at their own 17. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because They wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 109 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd and 7, Murray to the right side, and he's got more complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Play fake. Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not. Returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. So the offense a little antsy, the flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back him up 5. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. Little lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Beasley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Play action. Now Wilson. Now he's flushed out left. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Third and 2, now Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Wilson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A final shot before half for Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. To the right side, complete to Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. This is Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now it's Carson. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a yard, Wilson forced out to his left. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Golden in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Murray. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Now Murray. He'll go right back to Beasley. Touchdown, Cardinals! Cole Beasley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because as you...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the turnover, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Fancy footwork in midfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 30. 10. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray now on 1st down. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. His throw incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, Ace.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Prater's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To throw is Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Wilson. Dancing to his left. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt. Wilson going to throw for it. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Murray now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Murray has the 1st down and more. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Slay. Say. Bang.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go.
Now Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Throwing now is Wilson. this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
166 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
It was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Cards,
they finish above 500 for the year. The final tally 9-8.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks,
they'll limp